Genius Kids. Cultivating love for learning.
Chapter 6 Programming in Q-Basic. Q-Basic is especially useful for people who are beginners in programming. It is the base language for many other new languages like Visual Basic, VB Script, VB.NET, etc. After learning Q-Basic, you can easily progress towards other more complex languages. Introduction. We all know that computer works on a set of instructions. A set of instructions is called a computer program. Like we understand anything which is told to us in our language, similarly computer understands a language in which it is programmed. This is called programming language. There are three types of languages: high-level language, assembly-level language, and low-level language. Low-level language consists of zeros and ones. Assembly-level language gives instruction to computer in form of abbreviations called mnemonics. A high-level programming language is a programming language which uses simple words like we use. In comparison to low-level programming languages, it may use natural language elements, which are easier to remember and apply. High-level languages make the process of developing a program simpler and more understandable with respect to a low-level language. Fortran, COBOL, BASIC, etc. are high-level languages. Basic language exists in many versions like GW Basic and Q-Basic. Now we will learn programming in Q-Basic language. As you already know that when you start Q-Basic screen is displayed. To remove the welcome dialog box, press Escape. You get the main window. In Q-Basic, there are special functions called commands or instructions. You use commands to tell the computer what it has to do. Activity 1. Let's see how much do you remember from what you have studied last year. Mark the different elements of the Q-Basic window in the picture alongside. Can you recall the debugging commands and their function? Print command. Print command tells the Q-Basic interpreter to print on the output screen. Let's write a simple program in Q-Basic using print command. Type the following, including the quotation marks, in the Q-Basic interpreter. Print hello world. Now press F5 to run the program. You should now see a black screen with hello world printed at the top, and press any key to continue at the bottom. This is the Q-Basic output screen. Press any key on the keyboard to return to the main screen. If you run the program again, the interpreter adds another hello world to the output screen. Q-Basic adds hello world each time the program is run. Note: instead of typing print, you can enter a question mark. For example, hello world. You will get the same output. With the print command, you can also print numbers on the screen. Type the following on the main window. Print 1234 or 1234. Press F5 to run the program. The program displays the output as 1234. More about the print command. You can use multiple print statements in your program. Print world. Output hello world. To place world onto the previous line, place a semicolon after print hello. Print hello. Print world. Output hello world. If you put a comma instead of a semicolon on the first line, the program will insert a space between the two words. Print hello. Print world. Output hello world. CLS command. CLS stands for clear screen. This command is used to clear the screen. If you would have noticed in the last program, every time you run the program, you get the output on the output window without deleting the earlier results of the executed programs. To get the output every time on a blank window, you can use cls command. Type cls print hello world. Activity 2. What will be the output of the below program if it is executed 3 times? Print welcome, print 2, print India, cls, saving a program. To save a program for the first time or to save it under a different name, you should use save as. Whereas if you want to save an existing program with some modifications with the existing name, you should use save command. Both save and save as commands are present in File menu. To save a program for the first time, 1. Choose Save As command from File menu. Save As dialog box appears. 2. Type the file name. The file name should not contain blank spaces. 3. Select the path where you want to save your file. 4. Click OK. Your program will be saved. Opening an existing program. To open an existing program, 1. Choose Open command from File menu. An open dialog box appears. 2. Select the drive where your file is saved from the right side column. 3. Type the name of the file. 4. Click OK. The file will be opened. Exiting QBasic. To leave Basic, 1. Choose Exit command from File menu. Constants. Constants are values which do not change during the execution of the program. They are classified as numeric and string constants. Numeric constant. The numeric values on which arithmetic operations can be performed are called numeric constants. It can be any positive or negative value with or without decimal point. Example, 34, 35.056, minus 2356, minus 567.65, .00678. String constant. String contains a sequence of characters, letters, numbers, and symbols enclosed in quotation marks. For example, hello world is a string. Strings can have blank spaces, special characters, etc., but is enclosed in double quotes. The following are examples of strings. Welcome, I love my India. ABC 1 2 3 CD. 10 plus 10 equals 20. Variables. A variable is a piece of data kept in the computer's memory, RAM. The location of a variable in RAM is called the address. The value stored in a variable is actually stored in RAM at its memory address. Variable's name. Value. Memory address. var1 2498 1000. var1 variable stores the data on 1000 memory address in RAM. If you change the value of var1, it will also be changed at its memory address. The value of a variable can change during the execution of the program. Variables can be numeric variables or alphanumeric, string, variables, numeric variable. These represent numeric data, which may include numbers or mathematical expressions. Example, output, A is equal to 20, 20, print A. By writing A is equal to 20, you are assigning value 20 to the variable A. Until you assign any value to a variable, by default 0 is stored. Example, output, print X, 0. You can add constant values to variables. Example, output, num1 is equal to 20 plus 2. 22. Num2 is equal to num1 plus 10. 32. Print num1. Print num2. You can assign variable to a variable. Example. Output. Num1 is equal to 20. 20. Num2 is equal to num1. 20. Print num1. Print num2. String variable. String variable store strings and alphanumeric strings. You need to add a $sign at the end of the string variable's name. Example. Output. var $ is equal to this is a string. This is a string. Print var $. You can concatenate two strings. Example. Output. var $1 is equal to I love. I love India. var $2 is equal to India. var $3 is equal to var $1 plus var $2. Print var $3. Rules for naming variables. 1. A variable name always starts with an alphabet. It cannot start with a number. 2. A string variable contains a $sign at the end of the variable name. Operators. There are three types of operators. Arithmetic operators. These operates on numeric constants or variables and give a numeric output. Operation. Operator. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponential. Relational operators. These operators are used to compare two values. The result is in the form of true or false. Operation. Operator. Equal to, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to. Logical operators. These operators combine two or more relational expressions. The output of logical expression can either be true or false. In QBasic, 0 values are equal to false and all non-zero values are true. Some logical operators are and, not, or etc. Operation. Operator, and, or, not. Expressions. An expression is something the interpreter calculates or evaluates. Such as 1 plus 2 returns 3, 100 subtraction 40 returns 60, 3 multiple 30 returns 90, 80 divide 4 plus 5 returns 25, 100 multiple 2 plus 50 returns 250, x is equal to x plus 1. Note: asterisk is used as multiplication symbol and slash as division symbol. If you pass an expression to the print command, the value returned, a number, is printed. Example. Output, print 520 plus 481,000. Example. Output, x is equal to 501. X is equal to x plus 1. If you enclose the expression within quotation marks, the expression becomes a string and thus will not be evaluated. Example. Output, print 512 plus 478 512 plus 478. Taking data as input from user at runtime. Till now you were fixing the data assigned to the variable in your program itself. Now we will learn how to take data from user at runtime during program execution. One way to receive input from the keyboard is with the input command. The input command allows the user to enter either a string or a number, which is then stored in a variable. Input var, print var. When this program is executed, the input command displays a question mark followed by a blinking cursor. And when you enter text, the program stores that text into the variable var, which is printed to the screen. Note: if you place a string and a semicolon between input and the variable, the program will print the string. Input enters some numeric data, var. To take input to a string variable, type input data $print data $. Adding comments. To add comments, you can use rem command. Rem command does not affect the output of the program. It helps to add comments or remarks into the program without affecting the program flow. These remarks are added usually at the beginning of the program to tell the purpose of the program. Syntax. Rem comments. Example. Output. Rem to add to numbers 30. X is equal to 10. Y is equal to 20. Z is equal to X plus Y. Print Z. You can also add comments using single quote at the end of any statement. Syntax. Statement comments. Example. Output. X is equal to 10 30. Y is equal to 20. Z is equal to X plus Y. Z will store 10 plus 20 equals 30. Print Z. Recap. A set of instructions on which a computer works is called a computer program. High-level languages are user-friendly languages. Print command tells the QBasic interpreter to print on the output screen. Constants are values which do not change during the execution of the program. The value of a variable can change during the execution of the program and is stored in RAM. Input command is used to take variable values as input from the user. Comments do not affect the output of the program.
Like, share and subscribe.